please say hi when you get here. Welcome to day 4 of our birthday bash. It's Ronda Wade here. Welcome to all of you who are going to join us today that come back every day and every week. I'm so grateful that you're here. And a huge shout out to anybody if this is their first time. Let me know. Is this the first time you've caught one of our videos or been to my Facebook page? Or is this your first day watching our birthday bash? Because we are in the middle of a 6-day series. I love to bring you series throughout the year. I wish I could do them all the time. Wouldn't it be awesome if I could just go live with you guys every day and make cards? I would love that, honestly. But it is... there's a lot of other work to be done. But we like to kind of, carve out just a couple times that we can actually do that with you. So welcome to my studio. So today we are actually at my studio in Langsberg. Let me see if I can pull you around with me just to kind of give you an idea of where we're at. So this is actually my office. I have all these grand plans to decorate it, but I haven't done it yet. Still kind of a hot mess, but I have, this is where I do all my computer work. I'm going to try to not get you motion sick. So if you get motion sick, I'm sorry about that. So this is my actual studio where we run our monthly team meeting. So I still, after 24 years, run monthly team meetings with my team here in Michigan. And I'm trying to get, so it's a little bit better lighting somewhere. All this is behind me. So this is where like the mass production happens. So the first 3 days I live in 2 different places. I actually live in Byron Center, Michigan. That's where I would say I predominantly live. But we have a home here in Langsberg where we've been for 24 years. And then I have a building there. This is a studio where we've only been here for probably 6 months, but we've been in a building now for over 12 years. So behind me is where I would say is my crafting station. There's actually a desk, which is a mess right now. It's actually, that's not always a mess because that's where we cut paper. And so behind me is right here's where we have like our punches and our ribbon, and we have all of our cardstock. And we try to keep at least 2 packs of every cardstock. And then obviously we'll have, with white, we try to keep 10. I'm not even joking you. I literally order usually 100 packs of basic white cardstock at a time, and they'll last us maybe 2 months. So we go through an extreme amount of cardstock here. We do a lot of classes. We keep our stamp sets back here. Let's see, my finger's pointing there. Stamp sets, and then also all of our die cuts and our folders. And we do that. I like to have things where we have to move around the room, that we have to actually get up and walk. Because I craft standing up. I'd love to sit and not move, but with crafting, it's not. It needs to be able to. To me, we need to be able to move and walk, and otherwise we just sit there. So. I'll keep showing you. So let me go behind you. So there's my office. Okay, this desk behind me shows you a little bit and this doesn't even begin to show, but normally this desk behind me is covered with paper. So we have desks where we keep the piles of paper. Right now we're kind of at where we're shipping out. The last week of the month I ship everything out typically, and then we'll start prepping again. So behind me is our tables where we do all of our work. And right now we do, if you can tell, we have a class going out. So I don't know. This was impromptu. I wasn't planning on doing this. I probably would have done a little differently. But let me see. So on this table we have, this is our card club. Card club usually goes out on the 26th of the month, but I had to wait for the daffodil yellow ribbon. It was worth 4 extra days. So that's just maybe a third of them. If you can see, they are all, let's see, there's a bunch over here on the floor. There's some there. There's a bunch over here. So we're packaging up card club and also a prayer journal class. Behind me here is kind of like our store. So we keep on hand all of our kits. We have kit classes every single Saturday, barring holidays and all that stuff. So there's our front door. And then behind me is where we display all of our kits. Look, I love that one right there, the succulent one. That's been one of our most popular. But we have all of our kits out on display. People can come. You guys can drop in on Saturday mornings. Now, there's a couple Saturdays we have private events. Like we have a private event one. Yes, there is mail coming your guys' way, a lot of you. So that's behind me is our front of our store and our studio. This section over here is going to be hard to show you. This is where Nancy works. Nancy has her own little section. And this used to be like a PT, so there's like a reception desk, but this is actually Nancy's station. So Nancy does all of my die cutting, punching, organizing. So she's lots of organizing things out here. So like she worked on Wednesday. So she worked 6.5 hours and she did all those die cuts. But that takes 6.5 hours. Guys, we do 20 times that in a month. And then she also finished up some cards that I have for my top people, my team. I send them cards every month. So that's a little bit about what we have going on here. So here's the crazy part. It's Thursday. By Saturday, we have a class. So all of this has to be done, cleaned up, shipped out, and put away. So, here's another fun thing. Always at tables, you'll see too. Eek. See that? Like, what's that? Can any of you guess what that is? That's some work going into our winter retreat. So if you haven't signed up for it, there are still boxes available. It's all about your happy place, all about a box full of happy. So usually we always, it takes us over a month to do all of those gifts. So they're usually ongoing. Like they're usually, I usually start as soon as one, that was heavy on my shoulders. As soon as one event is done, we're already creating projects for our next retreat because it takes so long. So you can't just wait and then bust out, 2,000 gifts. And a lot of them they're all handmade and hand packaged and hand done. So yes, those are some pillow gifts. So who on you here already has ordered the retreat in a box? So if you've never ordered one, it is unique. It is different. It's an actual retreat that we ship to your door. But when I started them, it was, probably 12 years ago. My retreats always sold out, so I couldn't take anybody extra. And everybody across the country would be like, I want your retreats. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it's just for local people. But Gayla, I know Jennifer, definitely. Michelle Zigmund has never, ever, ever missed a retreat ever in a box. Ever. 12 years. So definitely you. But anyway, the retreat in a box is, so I started to I offered this one time. I said, okay, I'll offer it to go. I have some helpers now. They all are willing to help me. The first one, I had 172 people and I had to cut it off. I had to stop it, who signed up for it. And it was awful. I lost thousands of dollars because I didn't charge enough. And I just shipped things twice because pillow gifts are not always easy to pack. Anyway, definitely a learning lesson. I didn't quit doing them. We only do 120, no more. And so at 120, we stop selling. So we do sell out every time. And inside the box, so now we still ship in a pretty good size box. So you get the bag that all my live retreat people get. You get all the product, and usually it's about $55 worth of brand new product. This one is more because we give you a celebration pack of paper that we will also use. We're including the bloom impressions. It's so pretty. And then we'll be using that on some projects too. So, and then you do the make and takes. We're doing 10 make and takes this time. So it's a lot more make and takes than I would normally do. But for retreat, you have more time. You're setting aside a whole day usually. And then the gifts. I love the gifts. We try to find things that are just really, special, that will help you to remember that event. And this time, I think it's going to be fun. We're all about happy. Okay, anyway, that's enough about the retreat in a box. That's just what's going on right now. We have a lot of mass production to do for that and a lot of fun things. A lot of those boxes out there have gifts inside of them just ready to be packaged up for you guys. Okay, so today is our day 4 of our birthday bash. This is a week-long event, and we're going to jump in and get started. My very good friend, Michelle Litwiller, designed these projects for me. Michelle does live about an hour away from me. Some of you might know, might not know, but Michelle worked for me for 6 years. She was the only person who worked for me. It was just Michelle and I. And to be honest with you, I really miss those days. She and I just worked side by side on every single thing. Not that I don't love who works for me now, but it was something so calming about always just having the same person with you. And she and I always worked so well together, and we still do. But eventually, Michelle's business just kept growing and growing and growing, and I'm sure if you follow her, you know why. Like, she's incredible. And so then she went to start working for me just 2 days a week, and then we went to 1 day a week, and then it was like, okay, Michelle, she just, she needs people to work for her. She was hiring people to work for her and still coming and working for me 1 day a week. It just didn't make sense. But we're still very good friends, and we still do a lot of things together. I wish I don't get to see her 3 days a week anymore, and I miss her. But so this is one of our events where we get to still work together, and you get to see her talent. Michelle also used to design for me. Like, we design so similarly. Like, we think a lot alike, and so I'm excited to have her as one of my partners in this. So let's jump in and get started. Okay, so the birthday bash, again, it is 6 days. One of the things that we do is we have 12 tutorials. I have mine broken up into 6, and then each day that I did, both projects are in the same tutorial. So we're on day 4. If you missed any part of it, you can go back and watch the other videos. I get a lot of people want the printed instructions. Those are for the people who ordered the craft along ahead of time. Or for those that want to purchase it. Again, you can follow along for free here on the video, but if you want the tutorials to be able to follow and save and print and all that, then they're $25. And the link is here in the description. But you can also get them for free with placing your online order through Sunday night at midnight. It has to be at least $60, and then we will email them to you. We had about 5 people place orders yesterday, so hopefully you guys are enjoying those tutorials as well. All right, Michelle used the Darling Dinos for both of her projects. I am going to do I did quite a bit of the coloring ahead of time. So her card starts off with a half a sheet of balmy blue. Hello, all of you guys. Michelle is amazing. I love working with amazing people too. So, we're going to, no one's here right now but me, Michelle. Erica worked with me today, but she just went home. Lola was here, and we have to work all night tonight, the 2 of us, so she went to take Lola home and get a bite to eat and let Lola out for a little bit. But she's coming back because we have bingo tonight. Who's playing bingo? I know Michelle is, and Jennifer. Gayla, are you coming to bingo? So we have a lot of people who are playing bingo with us tonight. All right, you're going to take a piece of designer series paper. This one is our Boca. Boca was one of the whole packs of paper that we sent you, and we sent you the whole pack. And it is, again, I know we love the beautiful patterns sometimes, but those don't always make good projects. To be honest with you, sometimes you just want a subtle background pattern. Because if you have the card today, it has a lot of stuff going on with the stamping. You need just that subtle background, and that's what this one does. So we're going to cut this 4 by 5 1/4. So the Boca isn't oh, that's the coolest paper ever. No, it's actually one of the most useful papers because it's just the perfect, gives you kind of that perfect background. Sometimes you can dry emboss to get that background, but I'm going to use this one. You can use just this paper, just cut a piece of paper, and all of a sudden you have this perfect background. All right, so we are going to glue this down to here. Now in the tutorial, Michelle says to cut 3 black squares, 1 7/8 by 1 7/8, which I did. And then she said to cut 3 white squares, 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then we are going to stamp them each with a dinosaur. Now I stamped 2 of them ahead of time, again, just to kind of make things go a little bit quicker today. I know some people would love to sit and watch me color, but I think you'd get bored. But so I'm going to take the adorable T-Rex and then some scrap paper. Where's my scrap paper? I had a piece of scrap paper. There you go. We're going to use this. And we're going to stamp this one on there. If you guys have been playing with this set, do you have a favorite one? Do you have like a favorite dinosaur? I don't think I do. I think it would change every time. Oh yeah, it is. I know it's hard to miss all of it. Yep. All right. Teresa said, will these projects be in Creative Corner? Yes, they're actually already there, Teresa. At least through day 3 is there. So yes, almost every single thing that I do, anything creative I do is in Creative Corner. The only thing that's not there is my business training. So anything to do with my business training, that is not on Creative Corner, because that's a different kind of aspect of my business. But everything creative is always on there. All right, so this one we're going to use just 2 different colors, balmy blue, and then this one I have lemon lime twist, which I colored this in. You could also use granny apple green. I think the tutorial calls for granny apple green, but do you want to know what? I've used it so much on these dinosaurs because I used them in the dinosaurs that I sent out to in some gift giving. And anyway, my granny apple green blends has kind of seen its better day. It looks like we also need the azure afternoon too. So anyway, I'm giving my granny apple green a little break today because I feel like it's getting ready to die on me. I don't want to die on a video. So I'm going to take the balmy blue, the darker one, and just add some here. Okay? And then we're going to color in with our lighter. Let's see, here you go. All right. Oops, let's go with the tip. This is the first blue dinosaur that I've done, so that was exciting for me. Is it exciting for you guys? We've done a lot of the pinks and definitely the greens and oranges, and we haven't had a blue dinosaur yet. So Michelle got a little creative with her blue dinosaur here. All right, so colored that in. The spikes, we're going to go with that azure afternoon. You know, I'm saying it the best I can. Some of those words are confusing to say. There you go. So there. And then the dots are a green color. So I'll fill in the dots. You can color your dinosaurs. So I call this exact project, I think, is the party card. Like, I feel like this is like a party in a card. So if you were going to give like a card that's like it's from all of us kind of concept, this is a perfect one. Like if you're going to give it to somebody from like say all your brothers and sisters or your whole family, this one I think is like really good for that because there's all these dinosaurs. As a warning today too, in the very beginning, if you're stamping, you're going to need 5 balloons. 5 balloons today. So I'll show you. I did all the balloons. So if you follow Michelle's tutorial, you need 2 melon mambo balloons, pumpkin pie, a granny apple green, again mine's lemon lime twist today, and then balmy blue. Balloons they're super easy to make, but just so you know, we made 5 balloons. All right, so once you've colored all of your dinosaurs, then you're going to put them together. So I could see like my siblings all putting this and making it for my parents or something, or you know, just kind of fun. So we have our 3 here. Whoa, something's on low continuity camera. What even is it? Okay, Ryan doesn't work here with me, so if something goes wrong, I'm on my own, which I normally have been. Ryan just started working. I always say that. Ryan just started working for me in August. I've been on my own for a long time. So, all right, we're going to put this one down first over here. And then we're going to put the little blue one up here. Look how, can you guys see how cute this is? Oh, my actual phone is on the low battery. Well, if that happens, I can go plug that in. All right, there you go. Now we get to decorate all of our little guys, right? And girls, we get to do a little bit decorating. So let's add some balloons. And then there's a bow tie on one of them too. I missed that bow tie. And the bow tie is so darn cute. I feel like I kind of have to add it, even though I didn't even do it. Did I even bring any? I got some scrap paper right here. Hold on. And when you ordered, you got the bag of tricks, if you say. You get the bag of all the die cuts and everything. Of course, when you order the kit, there's all kinds of things that you get in there too. Well, where's my little bag of all my die cuts? Come on. Oh, I know where I put it. Hold on. Sorry. I had to move everything to here. So every single week, I have to move from like one place to the other. That's challenging. It really is. I always forget something there that I need here. Like I'm always trying to remember. I write things down. Like I try to be so good, but no matter how hard I try, I still always kind of miss something. All right, on this scrap paper, I'm also going to stamp the happy birthday, because I am going to, if those of you are following along on the tutorial, I'm going to change it a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Because Michelle did some embossing on it, which is awesome. But unfortunately, my white embossing powder, I got it out, and it is not good. I know we're bringing out, we have new embossing powder, and now I can tell why. Because my old one, it looked more yellow. It didn't look good. So anyway, I think embossing powder, this would make a really adorable invitation. You would have to really only have to make like 10 or 12 of them. Because it's definitely going to be a little bit more time consuming. All right, so we're going to have a balloon over here. This is scrap paper, by the way. So I probably should have done this before I glue this down, and just stamp this over here like that. Then we have another balloon that is over here. And again, I'll put this so I just don't go over where I don't want it to be. Like that. There we go. So we have a couple, actually we have 3 balloons, but one more is going to go on the circle. So all week long I've been using the same bag of things that you guys have been using. I've been using too. So probably all my labels were done. All right, let's put down a couple balloons. We need a green one and a blue one. Grab our dimensionals that have some on a sheet. This is the fun part. This is kind of like your skeleton, and now you get to have fun like dressing it up. So we'll put this balloon here. And obviously adding the balloons and all the party stuff, that's what makes it look, birthday-ish. It wouldn't even have to be a birthday if you didn't add all the birthday fun stuff. All right, and then you're gonna take a pair of scissors. See, look at the scissors. Look at this cute scissor charm. So those of you who got the bundle or got the craft along, you got the cute little scissor charm. This one I think is so cute. I love them all, but that one was the one that I chose. I let everybody who worked here, I let them all choose one. And then I chose one for my scissors. So that's the one I chose for me. I don't know why I like that one. It's just funny. All right, and then we have a party hat. Not on any of these guys. That must be for the next one. All right, so, the bow tie, which you're gonna run through. You could run it through the Stamp and Cut Emboss machine, but sometimes, especially on a video, I'm just gonna cut it out real quick. It's an easy trim out. I know Michelle really well. I bet you she just trimmed these out. When we worked together, she was always like, oh, I don't feel like standing up and going, because I always have things like away, so you have to like move to get to them. And she would be like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and cut it out. She would. All right, come on, Ronda, there you go. This is hard because it's so little. All right, this bow tie. Oh goodness, here we go. I'm looking at the wrong one. It does have a party hat on it. So funny. All right, so this has a little party hat. This has a little green bow that I'm gonna take a little mini glue dot. This is what it would be really, really hard. I know. Do you know what? Funny, Michelle or Jennifer, I was looking at my screen, and my screen doesn't obviously have it on there because I'm still working on it. I told you, these later in the day videos, this is why I don't do them very much, because it definitely is, there you go, challenging on my brain after all day. Printing postage is actually really mind working. Okay, what else we got? All right, so next we're going to have the greeting, which is going to go right down here. And, oh, that circle's too big. I picked a too big a circle. Maybe I ran too big of a circle, because that's about the size that I got. It looks like it needs to be the size smaller, because that's going to cover everything. So let me go get a 2-inch punch real quick. Gosh, so if you guys got the craft along, your circle might be too big. Let's see. Oh, it might need to be the 1 3/4 inch punch. Let's see. All right, we're gonna try this. This is just real life. Here, you guys are getting it all. All right, we're gonna take the roar means blank. We're gonna do happy birthday and dinosaur. So the roar is in the green. So you can pretty easily go in there and just ink up just the roar in the green. Yeah, this is a good size. So this is 1 3/4. And then we're going to stamp the, I'm gonna clean that off really good so it doesn't pick up any more ink when I do it. All right, so then we're gonna take our black and do means, so you can be able to see it, what I'm doing. Okay. There you go. And then the words we're gonna do are happy birthday. And I did them in green. Again, if you follow along the tutorial, it's actually on a black piece of paper, and you're gonna emboss it in white. If you have white embossing. I don't. Mine looked like yellow. So I am not gonna do that. I think this is just as cute too. Okay. Real life crafting. Thank you, Teresa. That's what it is. That was clearly too big of a circle. We share each other's tutorials, and she just put on there the stylish shape. So I'm like, oh, that looks about that right size. That was definitely not. So, all right. Roar means happy birthday. But before we do that, we're going to stamp that, the tail. I want to kind of cover this spot here. So we're going to put the tail there. And these are all the places we're going to put balloons. All the places where the tails are. Okay. Then let's put that on with a couple dimensionals. And then our last bit, oh, we got to stamp the inside. This has a cute, again, all these cards, like the outside is so adorable. You can stamp the inside too. Yeah, this one fits a whole lot better. And then we'll take the orange balloon. Okay. And there you go. Last but not least is the sunny day dots. I found mine. Let's see. Yep, I found the sunny day dots. These go so perfect with all these cards. And you're just going to want to sprinkle these on your project here. So we got all the fun. This is all the fun colors are on this card. So that's why I said this to me is like a party and a card. All right, there you go. So there is our card number 1. And obviously you're going to decorate the inside too. These are all, I'm just going to put a piece of white in right now. But you can decorate the inside too. One of those balloons is for the inside. Let's just, we'll keep it simple. We'll do, let's see. I think Michelle kept it pretty simple as well. Yep. Hope your birthday is dynamite. You guys know that's been one of my favorite ones the whole time we've been doing this. Look how fun my table looks. Does your table look just like this? So colorful, and yeah. That will take the the birthday tail. This is how Michelle did it in the tutorial as well. So it's just like the tutorial. Some of the things I've been doing a little bit different, just to kind of give you some different variety, and then some of I've been doing exactly the same, because I think they're cute. They're so cute. I want exactly the same myself too. These are cards that I get to now keep all and use them. I told you in the very beginning, like I really stock up on birthday cards in January so that I can have them all year long. So January is always my birthday bash month for projects. So hopefully those of you who take all my classes have lots. Yes, Teresa, thank you. Such a happy design. There you go. Oh yeah, this one would be really hard to follow along with because there's a lot of coloring to it. But so worth it. Like this is relaxing and fun. I can even think of the most perfect person that I would love enough to give this card to because I love it. It just makes me so happy. All right, so there's number one. Number two, by the way, if you guys have missed any of the days, we have made these cards so you can go back and watch any of them. That was a great, cute, fun fold. Then we've had this one. Look how I love that one. And then this card. This is another fun fold that has a bow on it. I've untied it because I want to be able to show you how to open it. Look at that one. So fun. And then, so those are the cards we've made so far. And then we've had boxes, all kinds of boxes that we've made. So if you've missed any of these videos, you can go back and watch in my YouTube channel on the replay. So simple to follow along with and so simple to copy. Thank you. Yes, your grandson, I'm sure, would really love it. And then these two too. Oh look, so I found these these Little Debbie birthday cakes. Look how perfect they fit in here. So I got a couple of those. So that's what we've done so far. So you can go back and watch all those replays with all the measurements and everything and directions and score marks. So fun. All right, so that's what we've done so far. So today we have another project. You are going to need 2 pieces of designer series paper, preferably ones that match. I'm going to take 2 pieces of our bokeh. Let's see. Michelle, I'm going to do a different color than the tutorial. The tutorial she uses yellow. And I think, let's see here. I'm going to use, we haven't done one with the yellow yet. So maybe I will use the yellow. It's such a hard decision. Is there a green bokeh? There's a blue. All right, I'm gonna stick with the yellow because I haven't used that one yet either. So we're gonna take 2 pieces of the yellow, and then I'm gonna need this. I need a couple of those there. All right, I'm gonna score these at the same time because I actually like to score them so that when you're doing designer series paper, because otherwise you have a chance that sometimes you can cut through if you score too hard. All right, you are going to go all the way around and score at 1.5 inches on 3 of the sides. So you're going to just score, same thing. So again, I can push a little bit harder, so I go through both of them. That's just like my personal opinion that I do that. Instead, because I like, otherwise, if you hit too hard, then you tear it and rip it. It's okay, it's paper. You just get another piece, but anyway, so there's that. You do not do that other side. You do both of them. And then take your bone folder and fold along those lines. You're going to do the same thing on both sides. It's just it's repetitive. You're making a bag, and you could actually make this out of any size designer series paper. It's a really cool bag. I've actually made it out of 12 by 12, and it makes a really huge bag. So this is like a quarter of the size of one. I've made them in 8 by 8 sizes, like any size. You just got to have two panels. So I love this smaller one. So it is perfect for like for gift giving. If you want to give like a gift card, but then something little, then you can do that. So I'm going to go ahead on this one side, put the adhesive on the bottom, and then you just glue the panels down, and then it creates that. Now here's the thing that I do. I like to put my glue down before, because this is going to actually get nestled I'll show you. It's going to get nestled down inside here. So I like to be able to have my adhesive kind of already on there so I can just glue it down. So I'm going to put my adhesive down this side, down along the fold marks, then across the top. You just have to be a little bit careful. Fold marks and across the top. Now, obviously, we got to put the bottom together too. So put the bottom together. Put these in. There. So now our adhesive is already on there. So now we get to make like a little bit of a sandwich. Yeah, this is a great way to use up paper. Like you don't ever buy bags, right? Like make them yourself with all that paper. All right, and then you do this side. There you go. See how easy that was and how nice it fit? Voila. Now this would be the front of my bag. This doesn't look bad, but this just looks perfect. So simple. You could also pinch the sides in too if you want it to be like a gusseted, or you can leave it open like that. All right, next we're going to take, oh shoot, on that first card, Michelle, I knew it was missing something. Michelle had some of the gold twisted thread on there. See, I told you, it was like a total party going on. Mine, I left that part out, but I didn't mean to. It was just an accident, but it's even pretty without it. I could pull that back off and add it if I want to. And you could too, if you're actually like copying me. So this one, you're going to tie a bow. This is that white woven ribbon that we included. I've already gone through a whole bolt of it just in these projects, making them and then making them again. So going through and making them twice, I went through all my ribbon. So I had to open up another roll of it. So it's a good thing, those of you that got a whole roll, because you'll use it. You'll use all of it probably, which is cool. All right, so we're just going to put that, there's your little bag, and now we have a label to put on front of it. You need the biggest of the stylish shapes. I told you that a lot of us used the blending brush, and so did Michelle. So we're going to take the pool party with the blending brush, and we're going to blend the background. I think, obviously, with these dinosaurs, you want to make sure you're doing your blending. Let me grab a scrap paper here. I'm not sure where I put them all. Oh, there we go. Okay. And again, start with take off some of it, and then you're just going to go a little bit heavier around the edges. This is a stitch shape, so that's really cool. It kind of shows the stitching a little bit more too. All right, so just blend the blue. Around there. Lots of blending. I have a set of 12 blending brushes, and then I just labeled them. If you have been with me for a long time, you remember I did that as a class. Remember, it was the blending brushes, and you got a holder and all the brushes and the labels. So that's how I still use them here that way. Okay, so now we have our blending brush done. Our guy that we're using is the T-Rex. I'm going to color him from scratch just to kind of show you a little bit of the coloring. Didn't do all of it, but I'll do a little bit of it. You're also going to need one more balloon and then some rocks. I did the balloon and rocks already. So he's colored in green. Again, you could actually color any color. I really liked the blue, to be honest with you, so I'm going to add some more of the blue to it. So I'm using the lemon lime twist. You could use granny apple green as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and color him in. So if you've been watching, this is day 4. I'm sure you've watched me color each of the dinosaurs. I try to color each of them at least once, so you can just watch where I just put some of the darker color in, and then you just go in with that lighter and blend. I love our blending brushes. They really do are like magic. Okay. So then I go in with the lighter. So the lemon lime twist is just going to be a shade lighter than the granny apple green, and it has a hair of like almost yellow to it, a little bit of a yellow tint. All right, and then I'm going to take the blue for the belly. I think in the tutorial she did maybe pink, and I like the pink. This blue is kind of cool too. We haven't used a lot of the blue, so we'll do, this is the darker balmy blue. And then I'm going to do the balmy blue for the dots there. Let me grab a little bit of a gray. I'll do a gray for the nails, the toes. Okay. These blends have gotten a workout, which has been fun. Been carrying them with me everywhere I go. All right, then I'm gonna go to that azure afternoon and do the spikes. I really liked that on the other dinosaur, so I'm gonna do it again on this one. And then these kind of match each other a little bit. There we go. How cute is that? What do you guys think? All right. So there's our cutie pie, the balloon, and now we are just going to kind of decorate this up. So you can get all your pieces. So I like, when I am making these, I actually stamp every that piece that I need at once, and then I go and I run them off first, and then I color them, because if I a chance mess up really bad or something, I don't want to color them first, because who knows, I will just mess that up. All right, this one also has the tail with, we've done this a couple times on, I should have stamped this tail first, but I didn't. So I'm gonna have to try to line this up. Hey, pretty good. Oops. And we are going to then do the rocks down here at the bottom. So a little bit of rocks. Okay, so as we're wrapping this up, let me know what you're thinking about our birthday bash week. We still have 2 days left. So this was day 4. Tomorrow is my projects that I designed. I did a bottle hanger, like a wine bottle or like a cider bottle or water bottle or whatever you want to do, and then of course a fun fold. So hopefully you guys will join me tomorrow. I used the other stamp set, the One More Year too, so it's going to be a little bit different. I don't use, so tomorrow we're not using the dinos, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love them, but all right, so there's that. And if you are like, oh shoot, I missed out, you did not miss out. I sent out an email today with all the links that you can order to get the tutorials for free. I sent you a link. Actually, I did have a couple kits left over, so you can still get the original kit. And then if you place your online order that is at least $60, you get them for free too. So there's lots of ways to still participate. I forget. I like to put my stamp down and then just lay my block over top of it. I stamp that. Okay. 3 cheers to finally having eCam behave and not blink out. This is our 3rd video. We've been holding our breath. We've tried so many things, and I think we finally might have fixed it. So that makes me happy. And I get to see, it has been so fun. It has been so fun, but we're not done. We still have 2 days left. 4 more projects that you get to follow along with. So this has been a great class. I don't ever do 12 projects with a class. That's way too much. It's just a lot of work. But that's the benefit of me having friends and partners, is that it allows me to be able to bring you more projects, bring you all of it. So I love having friends that we can partner with and do what's best for all of us, right? Okay, there you go. There's today's really simple card project. Very simple, cute, adorable. And then we had, where did all my cards go? I think I stuck them on here. Then we have today's card too, which these would go super cute together as well. I told you I always love when there's like a little bit of like a combination. My space is messy today. Jeez. There you go. I'll have to clean it up before I do my live tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going live at noon, so let me bring you back up here. I like to talk to your face. Hi. So tomorrow we go live at noon, so you can join me again for 2 more projects, and Then on Saturday, it'll be just a YouTube video, just a recorded video. But this is today's card with a little, I think, a card that has a party going on. So cute, so fun. And then here's our really adorable bag. Of course, you'd put tissue paper in it, and it's actually pretty sturdy because it's 2 panels. So it's in the bottom actually, so it has like 4 layers on the bottom. So it's actually a really sturdy project too. So thank you guys all for being here. I would love it if you give me your comments, your feedback, and also to show me your guys' projects that you make. That's my favorite thing, is to know that what we're doing is inspiring you guys to be creative, to make things for your loved ones, to, that's what brings the joy. It's fun to make, but it's even more fun when you get to give it to somebody. All right, have a great rest of your night. For those of you who are playing bingo tonight, I'll see you in about an hour and a half. Get our lucky numbers going to see who's going to be our winners. Oh, well, and we also are going to make a really cute set of cards too. All right, we'll see you tomorrow or the next time. Bye-bye.